Gratitude, 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 peace. How's everyone feeling in the multiverse? I am your girl, Sacred Orbs, and today I come with another one. So, I don't know, I feel so, I don't know. Today I wanted to talk about, Ascension in 38 11. I mean, sheesh. There are levels to this for real, and I mean for real. I'm sitting here and I'm working, and Spirit say, so it says, wow, you partly know why you're here. This is one of the ways that I can look at this, right? I am that I am. I am also, through Vedic astrology and my birth chart, I am a Gemini rising, right? And I'm sitting here and I'm working. It's for like, okay, you see how you had to go through that to get to the next level, and you're gonna have to go through that to get to the next level, and you're gonna have to go through that to get to the next level, and there's really levels to this shit. Okay, I mean, it's levels, because I was sitting here just going over in my mind how Spirit source, how I started out. One thing that I didn't never know was that I was a communicator, and because I was shut up and shut down so much as a child, communicating with anything or anyone never occurred to me, right? So I started out during COVID, doing a platform called, my apologies, y'all, I'm writing something, called Stereo. And it's basically a, what do you call it, a podcast, right? But it's in-house, where people talk amongst ourselves. We all communicate in one big platform when they come into your room or whatnot. So Spirit, I mean, I didn't do anything to get me kicked out, but I think my intention was to push a limit, right? And I pushed that limit, and I didn't know that it was going to go to that extent. However, okay, when I did that, my spirit recognized that it was time for me to move on. So I did that, and I tried to get back on this platform, and suddenly one day I heard, what are you doing? Go to the platform that you created months prior to that you never really engaged in. And I'm like, oh, okay. So with that being said, now mind you, I've always, like I said, I'm not a person who's very social. I love to socialize, but I don't like to socialize with judgmental characters. And that was all for a reason as well. So I left there and I went on this platform, and on this new platform called Clubhouse that I went to, it was actually invites only when I went on. Now any willy-nilly can get on there and whatever. But the crazy thing is, it became this portal that was too much for me and my spirit, my being. And Spirit was like, okay, you came here for one thing, but you also want to get something else out of it. While I was there, I dove into a numerology course. Gratitude to my master teacher, Dennis Sumlin, I appreciate you. Anyway, yeah, he's at Core Life Confidence, or is it Core Confidence Life? It's one of them. He's also on YouTube, but you can find him mainly on Clubhouse. That is his playground, okay? So on to the next. So I didn't stay there long. I didn't really like it. I didn't care for it at all, and that was very short-lived. And Spirit was like, okay, since you don't want to do this, it's okay, move on to the next thing. So I went from there and I went on, I think it was Spotify for podcasters or something like that, and I stayed on there for about 2 or 3 years. I really enjoyed that. I was able to open my throat chakra and engage with myself pretty much, because I think I had maybe 1 or 2, maybe 4 followers in the end. But it was like I knew when it was time for me to let that go. Spirit showed me, because I kept getting the message. It was a message to do something, and Spirit knows I don't like certain things in particular manners. So I felt like that was my outing. Even before that, I started a TikTok. And on TikTok, now I just got TikTok August of 2023, yo. Everybody's like, oh my God, you're on TikTok? And I'm like, yeah. So that opened up a whole new world for me. I've always been on Instagram for as far as I can remember. Facebook, I wasn't too into Facebook. That goes back to that whole situation that I was talking about 2 videos ago about love. So how I viewed Facebook was family and friends, right? Instagram I viewed as the entrepreneurs, the visuals. Twitter was more of the conservatives. TikTok is a mixture of it all, but it's like a vast portal that is heading, that will, I mean, it will take you places that you never could imagine to go. So I had to really dive into TikTok and learn what that was about, and that took me some months. So I got on there in August. I think I really gotten the gist of it in probably April or May. And Spirit was like, okay, now that you have a more handle on it, why you are here on TikTok, you will use this platform for this. I said, okay. So moving along, I said, well, Spirit, I want to do platforms where as though I'm inviting individuals to come up. Look at how the manifestation, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that I manifested this, y'all. But anyway, I told Source that I wanted to do interviews with like-minded, beautiful individual beings, and that was granted to me. So what I was using TikTok for was this completely different platform, and I think a lot of people understand where that platform is today, because I don't really get on it. But anyway, so fast forward, I was going to do this on YouTube, and Spirit was like, we're not ready for YouTube yet, because that's a whole different ball game, and that's a whole manifestation in itself. And at the very last minute, I had to use Instagram Live, and I was kind of upset about it. I was banking on using YouTube because I wanted to jump into the major leagues without going into the minor leagues, and I've always had this issue. Gratitude, Source. So I started using IG, and Spirit gave me all of, because I obliged, I didn't have no other choice. I was given all of these different synchronicities on how to use it, how to work with, and I mean, my creativity just opened up. And Spirit was like, okay, so since you're not on podcasters for Spotify anymore, you can use YouTube for such and such. You don't have to be live on YouTube, because that is a portal that you're definitely not ready for yet. And I said, okay. Today, I understand it. Back in March, I didn't. I was upset about it. So when things don't happen the way that we want them to happen, don't get upset about it. You know, look, in time, you will find or seek the answers to your questions or your whys, what's, when's, how's, and whenever's, you know. But back to my original reasoning for coming on, there are truly levels to life. Like I said, I am a Gemini rising in Vedic astrology, and how I view that is, Spirit is like, okay, you know, you have your birds that are lower birds, like your everyday birds that you see out here, maybe your Oreo, or I don't know what those brown and black birds are called. You see those at the lower level, and then you go up a notch and you'll have your ravens and crows and whatnot, and then you go up a notch, and then you have your hawks, and then you go up another notch, and you have your what are they called? Them hawks, not hawks, but the black ones with the big the vultures. And then you go up another notch, and then you have like your eagles. So I swear I'm in this air land, and I gotta stay rooted, gotta stay grounded in order to bring it down, because I'm all the way up here usually. And that was one of the reasons that I used to get high, because I didn't want to come down. I didn't want to experience this. It was so much pain. It was so much hurt. It was so much trauma, right? And Spirit say, it's okay to be grounded. It's okay to be rooted. It's okay to have a foundation. It's okay not to be okay. When it's time for you to soar, you will soar, because there is nothing and no one in this realm that can keep you from doing it. Oh, gratitude. So I just wanted to let you know that, you know, we can use all of these tools. I always get choked up because I'm so grateful of all there is. I am so grateful. We can use these tools that we have in this realm, right? I think for me, I was one of those who, before I came into my awakening, I looked at things like, man, I don't care about no astrology. Never heard of numerology. Never heard of spirituality. I've heard of spirit, but never hearing of spirituality, another way of living, right? Never heard of the words esoteric and exoteric. Never heard of none of these words. And it's like I step into this new world. I feel like Jasmine. A whole new world. I swear, I love her. I tell you. But nothing. And I'm gonna speak from my experience. 1313, nothing is unreachable. Keep this. Keep this with this. I love it. You keep those two things in mind. Positivity. Know that the universe is always working in your favor. With that being said, if you haven't heard it today, I love you. I love me. I love you. I love me. I love you. Peace.